OMG, look at all the makeup I pulled from my stash in order to do a subscriber requested video. Yes, I am late to the train when it comes to the latte look. I had no idea what this was, but I wanted to thank my subscriber Celine for recommending this to me. I'm sure you've seen 100 videos by now. And honestly, I've only seen 2 and not by the original people. I don't even know who the original are. So if you happen to know, please let me know who they are so I can give them credit in my description box. All right, enough rambling. Let's get started. So what I learned from the 2 videos I watched was basically this is just a makeup look where you are really bronzing it up. Everything on your face is going to be brown and bronzy and inspired from a latte. I'm from the Seattle area, so coffee is in my blood. I love a good latte. Since I've never done this before, I grabbed a lot of products because I can't just pick one. I have too many bronzing products that I really enjoy, and I figured in a latte look we can really overdo it, which will make me happy. Okay, so for foundation, I decided to select this product here from STUDIOMAKEUP. It's a tinted moisturizer. It has hyaluronic acid. I quickly did a swatch and it was a little dark and on the yellowy side, but I figured for this latte look that would bode well. Plus, I'm going to mix in some of this Physicians Formula Butter Glow, which is a liquid bronzer, and I may regret that. All right, here is the tinted moisturizer, and here is the Physicians Formula. As you can see, this is very dark, but it's meant like a little goes a long way, and you blend it out. So let's first get some of the tinted moisturizer on my face. It's a little light, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of that bronze and start from there. Grab a brush, blend it in, and see how we do. Let me know if you yourself had tried this look yet, how it turned out. And honestly, at the end of the day, just do your makeup and then use brown eyeshadows. That's what I was kind of thinking. But because it's summertime and I already have a fake tan on, I figured let's pretend we went to Bora Bora for a week and get a really bronzy look going. Alright, that's very light coverage because I didn't use a lot. I'm going to add some more and then I'll come back and we can do concealer. I'm seeing a beautiful bronziness in real life, but when I look at my viewfinder, these stupid lights are washing me out. I'm going to turn down my ring light a little bit to see if that helps. If it makes it cray cray, it's gonna go back up. Okay, how's that? I'm at 62% instead of 68% where I started filming, and I normally film at 70% and in the past 72%. So let me know if you like how this lighting looks better than normal. All right, let's move on to all the fun stuff. Let's pack on the contour and bronzers. Since I only use the skin tint, I don't have full coverage. I also got this product recently and thought, wow, this is a scenario I could use it. This here is from Laura Geller. It's the Baked Balance-n-Brighten Powder Foundation in the shade Fair. Last time I used this, it made me look like I had a tan, but gave 0 coverage. So I figured, you know what? We're going for the latte look, and the tinted moisturizer doesn't have a ton of coverage. So let's just pack this bad boy on and see if it does anything. I really don't see any difference other than I'm probably a little less dewy than I was. It's really hot in my filming room. Alright. Oh crap. I just realized the majority of the bronzer contours I'm going to be using are cream products, and I just put a flippin' powder all over my face. Alright, wish me luck. I'm still going in with all the cream products. I also forgot to put concealer on. Hold on. It's another one of those filming days. Alright, I'm going to go in with the NATASHA DENONA, what's this called? The Hy-Glam concealer. It's a little too dark for me. Well, it's not too dark, I can wear it. It doesn't brighten, it matches my skin tone. So you know what? For a latte bronzed look, I figured perfection. Just gonna take my finger, tap it in, and then I'll grab a sponge and pounce it out or smooth it out. And then we will move on to all of the lovely contour and bronzers. I'm so excited. I've jumped ahead to using them twice now. Alright, Natasha, don't crease on me and look good. Alright, this is what I've grabbed. Doesn't even make a dent in my contour bronzer collection, but this is everything that kind of intrigued me, and I think I'm just going to pile it on, honestly. Let's start with the NYX little contour stick. I've talked about this in the past. It is kind of a cool toned, so we'll just start a little bit there just to get a little bit of depth going under my cheeks. And I find using a sponge is a nice way to get it pounced into the skin there. Alright, there's number one. Let's move along to these little putty bronzers from e.l.f., which are also cream products. One is a little more cool toned and this one is slightly warmer but lighter. Which one? Let's just go into both. I'm going to use the e.l.f. little dense putty brush, whatever. It works really well. Just kind of pounce that on. And then I'll grab that same sponge and blend. Oh, I'm also going to do something I don't normally do. I don't put stuff down here, or I never have before. I hope I don't regret doing that, but I see everyone else do it, so let's give it a try. Did it do anything? Find out during editing. Okay, what was I going to do? Oh, yes. Pounce, pounce, pounce. And wait till my husband sees me. He's going to be like, what happened? All right, what next? Ooh, yes. One of my favorite cream bronzers is from Miss Charlotte Tilbury. I'm no Teresa's dad. Don't even know why I tried to be funny. I love this. It's pricey, but beautiful. And if I can remember how to open it, look how big this pan is. You get a fantastic large mirror. And the shade on this is not orangey at all, but it's not super cool toned either. It's a beautiful kind of neutral. And so if you're fair like I am, ooh, I think you would love this. I'm going to take that same e.l.f. brush and pack it on. You know, we're going for, hey, it's bronzy. I'm also going to bring this up a little higher than I might normally do because all of my brushes are like pink. So we're going to pretend we're Latte City, and I'll even bring some up top, which you won't be able to see with my bangs, but why not? And yes, I just came back from Bora Bora, remember? That's what we're going for. I love how we look with a tan. Too bad the rest of me is pasty pale. Again, my friend, the sponge, we're just gonna tap everything in, and ooh, my under eyes are looking sad right now. Okay. Did I mess up my hair? No, okay. Not too bad. Now, I think I'm gonna edit a little, even though I pulled like 8 bronzers. I think we're getting towards it's enough. But let's go on with one more. This here is from NARS. It's the Laguna. I'm sure you all have used it, tried it, own it. This is a very tiny little travel sample size, and I had to grab, I don't even know what kind of brush this is, because it's so tiny, the big brush probably wouldn't fit in there. And let's just pack it on. Why not? Okay. Let's move along to blush. For blush, I don't have a lot of brown or tan or latte shaded blushes, but in this palette from Lunar Beauty, there's this shade that to me looks kind of bronzy, so we're going for it. Very nice. I also wanted to take advantage and put to use this product from Miss Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Glowgasm face palette because there is a bronzy, I don't even know if it's supposed to be a highlighter or a blush. It's this guy here, and I normally don't reach for it, so today's the day. I don't even know what kind of brush to use, so I'm just going to use that same brush I used with the blush. And let's see what this does. I don't know if it's doing anything because I'm not seeing much, but it could just be I'm a hot mess of bronzer everywhere, so probably would show it better if I wasn't already brown everywhere. But let me know if you're noticing any difference in my face from this point forward in the video. All right, let's move on to highlighter, which I did use this recently, but it's the brownest looking highlighter I own. It's from Essence and it's called Pure Nude. It's a very subtle highlighter, which for this look is probably a good thing, because if I use my normal Ofra, it would probably stand out too much, but this would probably be really good if you have like a deep tan. But let's see what that looks like. All right. All right, I was just off camera where I primed my eyes using the MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. Let's move on to the eye look, which I think this palette will be perfection. This here is from Jeffree Star. It's the Orgy palette, which I own thanks to a longtime subscriber and friend, Amber. Thanks, Amber. Look at this palette. If that doesn't scream latte, I don't know what does. Now, I believe, yes, these are all mattes. And I know, or I've heard, or I think some of these latte looks are all mattes. That's just not my jam. So my good pal, Laura Geller, who seems to come through in this latte look, she has this palette which has a ton of brown and latte shades, and most of these are shimmers. So I figure between the two of them, I definitely can put together a latte eye look. I'm gonna go into this shade here called Body Chills and see if that is way too dark to start. We'll just find out. Tap it on the outside in case it is, and then I'll just drag it into the crease. I could sit here for 20 years and do on my eyes what I did to my cheeks, and I just realized, no one's got time for that. Oh, okay. That is a really lovely brown. It's cool-ish tone, but not too cool toned. I'm liking it. Just going to take whatever's remaining and drag it under my lower lash line, and I always poke myself in the eye when I do that, and then it makes my eyes water. And oy. I'm going to go into this shade called Bottom and use it. I should have started with that shade, but I didn't. So I'm just going to take that right in the crease and kind of softly blend that so that it's, oh wow, that is darker on my eyes than it looked in the pan. I was gonna say softly blend it to my brow bone, but that didn't do what I needed or wanted it to do. So I hope I don't regret this. I'm gonna now go to this shade here called Bed or Floor and hope that does what I originally wanted that last shade to do, which is, wow, those are deceiving. Meaning they're like 5 times darker on your skin than they look in the pan. I'm just matching the craziness and what's happening. I'm gonna fix that because that is weird. I'm gonna just take a makeup wipe and wipe that off. I'm going to go into this white shade, which better be white on my eyes. What's it called? I'm Shy, on a clean brush, and I'm just going to blend everything. Oh, that's way too white. What is going on? Un momento. Nothing a little blending can't fix. Okay, so wiping off all that white, and now I'm just going to take what was in the crease and just kind of marry it in circles until that white isn't quite so white. Whoa, yo, 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 yo. If you haven't figured it out, I'm not an MUA, but guess what? I can apply some makeup, and because I screw up, I'm pretty good at fixing situations. Okay. Very stark over here. Blend, 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 blend. I don't like having such a defined line. But we're looking latte. Alright, now I'm going to go into the shade Money Shot and see if that can't deepen up the outer corner. And yes, okay. Just tap a little. Blend, blend, blend. Take whatever's remaining. Just going to grab that first brush I used and just really blend everything together, because with my crepey, wrinkly eyelids, it makes certain things look like the product's bad or that my blending's bad. No, it's just wrinkles and creases are not fun. All right, I think I'm going to stop there before I make everything really muddied up and move on to the Laura Geller shimmers. All right, I'm going to try this shimmer shade here called Pebble, and let's see how this looks. It's kind of a deeper taupey shimmer, which, ooh, on top of this brown shadow from Mr. Star is looking beautiful. Okay. Get that on the outer half, and I like to lighten towards the inner corner, so let's try a different shade. This one here called Dust. And I got some in my inner corner, which is great because that's what I was going for. And I'll just blend as best I can that shade into the other shade, and hope I didn't go too light or too pinky so this can still be considered a latte look. I'm going to grab some of that and get a little bit of shimmer on my brow bone as well. And grab a big fluffy brush and just kind of blend it all together. All right, almost done. Hang in there. Let's move on to eyeliner. I actually own some brown eyeliners. Not that I ever use them, but thank goodness I subscribe to a bazillion beauty subscriptions. This one is from Pixie, and I'm just going to put that in my top waterline, and hopefully it will show up and not transfer down. If it does transfer down, I think I'll just put it on my lower waterline as well. But let's cross our fingers. I also happen to own a brown liquid eyeliner. Who knew? I presume I got this in a BoxyCharm or Ipsy. It's from Grwm, and I don't think I've ever used it. So let's cross our fingers. It works, isn't dried out, and shows up on top of the eyeshadow. Alright, is anything showing up? I'm so used to using black, but it's awfully subtle because it's brown. But we're doing a latte look, so brown and subtle it is. Alright, I tried to do, let's just exaggerate. I normally don't do wings, but in the moment I was inspired. Alright, let's move on to lips so this video can be over. Alright, so I actually have a somewhat brownish lip liner which is very warm toned. Well, who is this from? Okay, this is from Melt Makeup, and I normally don't wear lip liners, but considering how purple my lips are, I need to tone them down. Okay, yeah, so this is brown. Let's get this on. Looking very goth. This could be a combined video. That's my latte look, my goth look, my drama glam smoky look, all in one video. Oh, I'm not liking what I did with that liner. Can I fix it or am I gonna make it worse? Alright, I discovered this lipstick from e.l.f. in a recent video, and it's actually kind of a very soft nude chocolatey brown, which for this video is perfect. It's also so old they don't sell it anymore. So, I definitely don't have a brown lip gloss that I'm aware of, but this one's kind of, sort of, it's less pink or peach than anything else in my collection, so I'm gonna add a little. Okay, yeah. I think that is giving me the shimmer and glimmer I want and keeping my lips looking brown. All right, I'm going to pop off camera, touch up my mascara, come back with my hair zhuzhed up, and then zoom on in so you can see the fiasco that is my interpretation of a latte look. All right, I'm back and I fixed up my mascara as best I could. I did not like what I did with that liquid liner, so I actually went in and added some of this brown, what do you call this? A stick eyeshadow. It's from Ico London. Added a little here, blended it out, added a little more of that brown lipstick. Here you go. Here is my interpretation of a latte look. If anyone's still here, close your eyes. I'm about to zoom in for those who are curious. Do as I say, not as I do. But I am very curious. Have you tried this look before? Were you as disastrous as my attempt, or were you successful? Although I must say, I love contours and bronzers, and I never wear this much, and it was really fun wearing all of this. I wish I could get away with this. I wish I could go out in the sun and get suntan, because I love how I look with the tan, but sun is really bad for me and my skin. All right, I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so by now, I would love if you would subscribe. For those who have, thank you so much. Remember to click that bell icon so you can be notified of future videos. And if you could do me a big favor, clicking that thumbs up really does help with my channel to grow. All right, thanks everyone.